I caught my boyfriend at a restaurant with another girl, and I accused him of cheating. He got angry, called me delusional, and broke up with me. I'm so confused. How can he be the one cheating, but make me the problem? Plus the boyfriend response. My boyfriend and I, we are both 21. We dated in high school before we broke up at the end of senior year for some reasons. In the beginning of sophomore year of college, I transferred to the college my boyfriend goes to because I wanted to try our relationship out again. After many months, my boyfriend agreed to start dating again. We haven't had any relationship problems that I know of because he tells me everything. Last weekend, we had a bad fight which resulted in my boyfriend leaving in the middle of a party. We didn't speak a lot since then because we needed time to cool off. Anyways, yesterday I was driving around a couple stores and I saw my boyfriend's car in the parking lot of a restaurant. I promise I wasn't thinking anything bad, and I just wanted to see what was up. When I walked in, I saw my boyfriend with another girl. They were sitting in a booth just talking to each other. I have no idea who the girl is and have no idea where they might know each other. I don't remember everything in detail because I was so upset, but I admit I did say some things that weren't really nice because I was emotional. The girl looked kind of scared and quickly left. My boyfriend tried to go after her, but I told him we, as a couple, needed to talk. He told me that he drove her to the restaurant and needed to make sure she left okay. I was upset about this because he doesn't like when I drive with him. I almost started to cry. She ended up getting an Uber, I think, and I asked my boyfriend to meet me at my apartment so we could talk. He got there before me, and when I pulled up, he said he wasn't going inside and would stay in his car. To summarize it, he was angry at me and said he wanted to break up. I felt blindsided and said that he was the one cheating, yet he wants to break up with me? He was the one with another girl without telling me and he gets to end it? He called me delusional and said we were over and he would have some friends pick up his stuff from my place. I feel so lost right now. I don't know what happened, and I'm honestly pissed that he, the cheater, made me feel like the problem. I just don't know what to do, guys. I tried to text him, but all he responded was that his friends are coming tomorrow. I'm just really upset, and I don't know what to say. Does anyone have advice? Best comments. You don't even know he cheated, but went in there all guns blazing by the sounds of it. He wants to end it, respect that, and move on. You can't force someone to be with you. I deserve to know what happened. When I saw them, she was crying and he was talking to her, but I've seen this with a lot of my friends and in shows, so I just had a feeling. He still didn't give me a reason and didn't fight for me. Regardless of if he cheated, he wants to break up. You can't do anything to change that. No means no. Move on. I don't want to. I want to get to the bottom of this. Let him leave. He's not worth your time if he cheats on you and shows no remorse for it. In his defense, when I got there, the girl was crying and they weren't close to each other. But I don't know. Stop defending him. It doesn't matter who breaks up with who. What's important is that you aren't dating a cheater anymore. I should at least know the full story. I'm loyal because even though guys compliment me, I don't do anything about it. I just want to know why. Take this as a lesson to learn and grow from. You said you transferred colleges to try to pursue a relationship with him again, and it took months to convince him. Did he ask you to transfer? If he didn't, and didn't ask with the intention of giving your relationship another shot, then it sounds like you chased him there. I don't think the argument can be made that he owes you an explanation because you transferred schools if you were the one who made that choice in the first place. He didn't ask me to transfer, I didn't like my school, and thought I would give our relationship another try. It was a surprise for him, but we eventually went back to how we were. I feel like I would know all of the partners he was with for class, but I've never seen this girl before.
Update number 1. The boyfriend wrote this a couple of hours after the original post. Hi, this is the cheating boyfriend. My ex-girlfriend Becca used my email to create this account, so every comment came to me. I use this email just for my subscriptions, so I usually don't check this one. She just texted me telling me to check this email, so here I am. I'm a bit surprised how this post blew up, and I was not planning on commenting, but it seems a lot of you were losing your minds with her antics, so I thought I would give you all a peace of mind. I didn't want to edit on her post because I did not want to confuse people. To start off, Becca and I dated all throughout high school. At the end of our senior year, She decided to break up with me so she can explore her options. I obviously was upset with this because I thought what we had was enough, but apparently, she wanted to go into college without a burden, her words. So, freshman year, I made a lot of new friends and discovered new hobbies of mine. When sophomore year came around, I felt like a new person. I had no idea she planned on transferring until the day she showed up. Within the first week, she had already made plans of getting back together. I told her I needed time, and she respected that. After a while, I was getting lonely, and I guess the familiarity of her brought back memories, and we decided to make it work. She was never really possessive, or as some of you called it, crazy. She always hated feeling left out, and I guess her reasoning for being like this was that she missed out on a whole year and wanted to catch up to me. What she said was true. She did get attention from guys, and although she never did anything, she reveled in the fact that she got attention from others, bringing it up any chance she got ending it with. But don't worry, I wouldn't do anything. I started to understand that the breakup in high school was so she could hook up with other people without feeling guilty. She went to a small school, and I believe that by the time the fun wore off, she wanted to go back to a stable relationship. I admit, I shouldn't have stayed away, but I guess I got used to the stability as well. One of my new hobbies was working at an animal shelter. I usually go once or twice a week in the mornings to help out for a couple of hours. One of the other volunteers, Audrey, is the girl at the restaurant. I do not know this girl other than working with her once a week. I know she's 19 and know that she likes cats, and that's about it. On the day of the whole restaurant scene, I found Audrey crying in the break room, kind of a separate room where employees and volunteers can go, having a breakdown. When she could finally talk, she mentioned that her ex-boyfriend showed and demanded to speak to her. From what she said, he was not a good person and partner. She told him to not come near her, and he showed up at work so she would freak out in public. I offered to distract him so she could leave, but she said she cannot drive and her brother dropped her off, but he was at work. I offered to drop her off somewhere, and she said yes. Another thing Becca did not mention, I also work at the restaurant where we went. It was a pretty slow time there, so we sat at a booth so she could compose herself. She was very apologetic and obviously very upset. My manager said we could stay as long as we wanted until Audrey was okay. Around this time, Becca stormed in. She claims she does not remember what she said, but I do. I won't go into detail because I don't even want to think about it. There were a lot of gross accusations thrown at me, and the things she said to Audrey were straight up evil. She went on for a while despite me telling her to stop, and only did when Audrey got up to leave. She was still distraught from before, and on top of Becca, she looked terrified. What should have been a way for her to calm down and receive support turned into a screaming attack from someone she doesn't even know. The second Audrey was gone, Becca became very calm and started saying stuff like, "Babe, we need to talk." I didn't like this. I agreed to speak somewhere else only because I thought I was going to get fired, and I was so embarrassed. On the way there, I felt like I had a mid-quarter life crisis. I realized that this was just the breaking point. For the whole time we were together, she would obsess with cheating. She was always nervous I would cheat, or if a guy spoke to her, she assumed he was cheating on his girlfriend by talking to her. I don't know if it was projecting or some type of disillusions, but I realized I could not keep doing this with her. On top of that, I was upset with what happened with Audrey. I don't know where she went after that, and I have no way of contacting her. At her apartment, I told her I couldn't do this anymore. I was done with the relationship and did not want her in my life anymore. I went into detail saying that what she is doing is not healthy, and for a while now, everything she does has been wearing me down. Still, she accused me of cheating and everything else she wrote. This is where I called her delusional and left. Anyways, I wanted to clear some stuff up for anyone interested. My friends plan on picking up some clothes that I left at her apartment for me, but at this point, I don't even want to bother. She can keep or throw out whatever I have there. I think a lot of your comments got to her, because when she texted me to check her email, she said that was her goodbye to our relationship and that she was done and would cooperate. I'm not sure I fully believe that, but it's time to move on from this, so I'm not going to push it. Hopefully, Audrey will be at the shelter next week, and I can hopefully talk to her and apologize. Anyways, I'm sorry to anyone who got frustrated with the original post. Just wanted to let everyone know I am okay, and that this event cleared up pretty fast. Best comments. Your ex is unhinged. Transferring to your school without your knowledge for the sole purpose of being with you is full-blown, unhinged behavior. This girl has some serious issues. Glad you ended it with her. Hope Audrey is safe and breaks free from her abusive ex. Hope your ex saw your post and realizes just how messed up she is and seeks psychiatric help. And the fact that she didn't see anything wrong with screaming at this girl while she's already crying. Bullet dodged, and I hope that Audrey is doing okay now.